Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome to the Monday Morning Pep Talk. This week, we're going to continue on our theme around fears around major professional decision. The quote we're going to focus on is, "I'm afraid of choosing the wrong job." I think this is one of those things that when we're making a career transition or we're trying to find a new opportunity, there's always a little bit of fear that the job we find isn't going to be the right job. And historically, the way the process goes is we do a bunch of online research. If we're lucky, we get the opportunity to interview and ask some questions. And then hopefully we're made an offer and we're expected to kind of, accept or not accept that offer. And if we do accept it, kind of jump in with both feet. So let's talk about the problem here. So the problem is there's a great deal of uncertainty around that in a lot of cases, right? How do you know that the company and the culture and the role that is being presented to you are actually representative of reality? I've heard a lot of folks say, I was sold a false bill of goods. So the problem here is really that uncertainty. So if we think about how do we, kind of more productively reframe this, I think it's really just asking ourselves, all right, what is it that we really want? Have we articulated what we want as it relates to the type of organization, the purpose of the organization, the people and the culture at the organization, the roles and responsibilities? And then ask ourselves, how can we confirm that kind of those things being represented are in fact reflective of reality? I've been fortunate to have the opportunity in two of my previous jobs at the stock exchange, as well as at Chip Capital, to consult for a period of time on a part-time basis to really kind of test out the role, test out the organization, and make sure it was a fit. I will say in both of those cases, I ended up taking full-time jobs. And I think I took them because I was at a point where I was like, I need a job and I need to make money. And I deprioritized some of my other criteria. So I think it's also important to be conscious of, all right, why am I making the decision at that point in time? And am I really evaluating each opportunity based on the things that I really, really want? So let's talk about some of the things you can do here to mitigate those risks. I gave you an example of actually testing out, roles, finding part-time opportunities, internships, projects, where you're not only getting an opportunity to interact with the team, but you're also getting an opportunity to see what the culture and what the role are really, really like. My wife, Adrienne, earlier in her career, she did an exceptional job with this. She was interviewing with an organization and she had her doubts. And during the interview process, she actually asked to talk to multiple people at multiple levels in different departments. She felt that in order for her to get a real complete view of the organization, she really needed to understand if what was being represented was actually reality. And she ended up not taking the job. Despite it being kind of good compensation, she didn't make the same mistake I did. She didn't just, take the role for the compensation. She took the role. She decided not to take the role because it didn't actually satisfy her more important criteria around culture and role and responsibilities and workload. So what can you do this week? To mitigate some of these risks? As always, we're going to ask you to start with really articulating what it is that you want. And this may change over time, but just having this is the kind of organization I want. This is the kind of culture that I want. This is the kind of role and responsibilities I want, makes it much easier for you to evaluate opportunities. And then the second thing is ask yourself, what are the questions that I can ask? What are the ways that I can test that what is being represented again, is reflective of reality. And some ways to do that, again, are talking to people in different departments at different levels to really get a holistic view, as well as finding ways to kind of test the organization or test the rollout through, through test projects, internships, um, and other kind of part-time, lower stakes engagements. Please keep us posted on how it goes. Do not hesitate to reach out for help. If we can support you in any way as you are practicing these things. As always, we appreciate your time and intention. We hope you have a peaceful and fulfilling week. I love you. I believe in you. I am here for you. Please take care of yourselves and one another, and we'll see you next week.